What is up, Eastern Oregon, and to the people wherever you're watching? This is AM Live on EOA Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon. No BC today. I get a break. It's break day for me. But
Congratulations.
boy, Wade Twilliger. Wade, what's up?
Not a whole lot, man. You know, this morning I woke up and I was afraid to look at the calendar. You know why?
Why? What is today?
Because its days are numbered.
Oh, good one. You busted out a dad joke on me, huh?
You know why I did that?
Good work.
You want to know why I did that?
Yeah.
Because I went back and looked at an old episode when you had Matt on and you told that cheesy France cheese factory blowing up joke. So now I'm gonna have Matt tell us which one was better. Your debris.
I don't even think he's watching, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's probably working right now. He might be sleeping. He is a bootlicker, so who knows?
I saw that as well.
I got a special sticker for him. He actually brought me that sticker.
Yeah.
What's in the news? Elon Musk bought Twitter.
I saw that.
Official. I wonder what's going to happen with that. That's weird.
I don't know. Really, probably not much on our end. I don't even use Twitter, but I'll bet you it just continues on.
I don't like the platform. I don't like how it presents itself. A lot of college kids use Twitter, though, dude.
Yeah. It's a power play. You feel like between Amazon, Facebook, and Zuckerberg and like Elon Musk, like there's just this push at Disney to just own everything.
Man, I mean, isn't that the American dream or close to it?
I guess.
If I had the opportunity, hey, you're using the wrong kind of cup. You're advertising for a company that we don't advertise for. I'm just kidding. You think I care that much? I always mess with everybody that comes on if they have like a cup for a company around town. Look at this cup. This cup is sweet right here.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to that one. I would imagine.
Make Bowen proud, right?
Yeah. I sure. I think it supports other things outside of Cody, but I think the money probably goes towards. I think it's the cadet program.
Oh, okay.
Let me do a quick sport. Sports this weekend. EOU softball, dude. OIT, the number 3rd ranked team in the country, comes to Peggy Anderson Field, and all 3 CCC games we beat them. We beat them. We're in first place. We're tied with them, but we have the tiebreaker because we have a better record against them. And EOU softball swept the awards this week. Team of the week, Amanda Smith, pitcher of the week. Grace Gaithier, player of the week. She hit 3 bombs. It was awesome. There was 2 game winners, walk-offs. And we get no respect. This team came into this weekend with 13 more wins, wins. So more wins than 13 teams in the top 25. Beat the number 7 team. Beat the number 10 team. Not ranked. And then we go on and we sweep the number 3 team in the country this weekend. Dude, it was so awesome.
Have we lost to some poor teams or something like our strength of schedule?
No. We've beat I think 6 ranked teams. We went to California and beat 2 ranked teams early in the season. We lost to Corbin once out of the 3 CCC games. We lost to I guess the thing is, so we lost to Southern twice. We beat them once. Southern's the returning national champion. We played them at their house. And then we lost to C of I twice here, but beat them twice there. So, and C of I is number 7th in the country. So it's like we weren't getting any respect. It's really hard to get 4 teams in the top 25, though, especially the CCC, because we're over here kind of isolated and weird. And a lot of the NAIA is Midwest. And, it's one of those things where I guarantee you when it comes out in 2 weeks, which will be after the CCC tournament, we'll be top 25. All we have to do is take care of business this weekend, go to Carroll, sweep that, and we're CCC champs, and we make the national tournament. So that's pretty much awesome.
Who cares what the rankings are?
TJ Davis, the national champion in the heptathlon, posted his highest decathlon score ever this weekend. He broke the 7,000 point barrier. He's got the number 2 score in the country and ran away with his second straight CCC championship. And dude, he's a stud. This kid, man, seriously, like, yeah, he's just, I mean, I went and watched him this weekend. It's the first time I've photographed track and field. And man, just watching him do what he does, it's pretty amazing. It's really cool. LeGrand beat Philomath in baseball at home. I think it was 5-0. I think we have games. Yeah, we have games this week in College Place. Props to Parker McKinley for like getting some games out of our league that can put a little bit more strength on our schedule, because our league really sucks. I hate to say it, but the GOL baseball wise outside of LeGrand is terrible. And right now we're sitting at number 2 in the state behind Hidden Valley, who beat us in the state championship last year. And we're only a few votes away. They have 2 losses and we only have 1. And our strength of schedule, I think, is a little bit better than theirs, just because we added all these Arizona games and the College Place game, Pendleton. But hopefully we go right back there. We lost on a walk-off grand slam to them in the state championship game last year.
Wow, what a moment for them, though.
Oh, dude,
that's big time.
It was crazy. It was really crazy. I mean, like, it was, yeah. Anyways, sports-wise, yeah, so that's what's going on. EOU baseball senior day this weekend at home. They play Corbin. And I was talking to a couple of baseball players in Safeway last night for EOU. If they sweep this weekend, they can make the CCC tournament. They only have 9 wins right now. But if they sweep Corbin this weekend, which is possible, they can make the CCC tournament and, salvage something out of this season, which is really cool. So they got 2 out of 4 at C of I this last weekend, which is, I mean, better than they've been doing. So props to EOU baseball too. Let's move right into the let's talk about what it's like outside right now. Gloomy,
ugly,
gloomy, bro.
Ugly.
I hate that. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
The only solace we have is May is coming.
Yeah, but we don't even really get like good weather till June, right?
Right.
Anyways, let's see what Gabe has to say about it.
Heading into the day on Tuesday, those temperatures will be topping out into the 50s. For much of us, colder towards Meacham into the 40s, warm spots 66 in Ontario, as we start to see this weather system pushing out that rainfall out of our region towards the second half of the day as those sun breaks increase. Heading into the day on Tuesday, for LeGrand, it does look like this. We'll start out into the lower 40s at 9 o'clock with widespread steady rain, although that will decrease throughout the day as we rise those temperatures into the lower 50s. We should see mainly dry conditions, a decent amount of sunshine by the time we hit the evening hours. Northwesterly winds will be changing completely to the west by the evening as we see those gusts up to 25 miles per hour in spots. Heading into my short-term forecast for the Grand Island Valley, tracking a high at 51 for Tuesday, drop into the lower 30s overnight as we see mainly dry conditions. We could see a few sprinkles pop up by Wednesday afternoon.
Dude, he's really good.
Gabe does awesome.
Dude, he's so good.
I'm always so impressed. Yeah.
Every day we just sit here like and laugh like when he's done, because it's like, dude, like this kid could be could be getting paid a lot more than he gets paid from us to do it like for a big channel real soon. Like,
oh yeah, he loves it too. It's his passion.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well,
yeah.
All right, so let's get to our guest. Once a month we bring on a Union County commissioner, and this month's turn is Mr. Scarfo. So let's just bring him right on in.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Oh, hey, what's the? Does anybody know what the ship's called on Spaceballs? You know that
the Winnebago that they drive around.
So today it's the Winnebago. I'm driving the Winnebago. BC drives like the Millennium Falcon. I drive the Winnebago, like, because I'm not used to driving this thing. So bear with me a little bit. Scarfo, what's up? What's new?
But nothing. How are you guys doing? I did hear the joke there, Wade.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's is better?
they're hard to judge. The thing that gets me is who comes up with those.
Dads.
And like, yeah, true. But like, if something happens, who makes those memes? You see these memes, and does someone make money off that?
I'm sure,
like,
probably.
Is there somebody in their basement just going, "Oh, I got it"? I mean, someone should be making some money off some of those memes. I spit water out my nose sometimes.
Yeah, that's the best part of all of social media is the memes.
Yeah,
by far. I mean, there's no question. You could be just strolling along, and all of a sudden you're just like,
oh yeah, I share. Oh man, that's so they're funny, and I don't know who writes them.
I mean, I think people just come up with them and then share them. Unless they're watermarked, I mean, they're public.
Yeah.
I have a whole book. My family, I love telling dad jokes. So my kids for Christmas bought me a giant book of dad jokes. And I
have a giant book too. It's called the Internet. That's where I get mine for the show. I just type in dad jokes.
Yeah.
So Matt, I went and watched an old episode with you on here, and this bootlicker thing came up. What's that all about?
Oh, that was back during COVID when the governor was, forcing us to shut down. It was bad times, and someone on social media called us bootlickers for going along with Governor Brown.
Oh,
with all this, and we weren't.
Okay.
Like nothing we could do, but then all of a sudden, someone gave us some stickers. Doddsy still probably has it.
Yeah, I think he does.
I definitely
He's reaching for it right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, I got another one here. There it is. Bootleg.
I spilt some sort of drink on it.
It makes it look better. Makes it look like it came off a boot. Yeah. Hey, I was gonna say it looks fantastic outside.
You like that?
No, hey, no. I don't like the rain, but we're in like really close to extreme drought conditions here in Union County. Last year was really drought, so we need the rain. I know I like sunshine. I'm from Arizona, so yeah, I don't like cloudy days, but we actually need this for our county right now. And
do we not have enough snowpack? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a combination of graphs, charts, science, data, all that. The thing is there's this fine line between a lot of snowpack, which then causes flooding. So it's either we're drought or flooding. It almost seems like. So there's always something.
Yeah.
Something going on. But last year we had like, for weather-wise, one of the best springs. It didn't rain last year. We had no grass on the ground. There was nothing for cows to eat. It was just, the weather was great, but it was just dry. So all of our reservoirs go down, and we need to bring those back up. So we're still trying to get those back to normal levels.
Yeah, we try to float the Grand Ronde River every summer right after the 4th of July, the weekend after the 4th. And we couldn't do it. We get in at Bogans and we float to Heller Bar. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't do it that time of year. We had to bail on it because the water level is just so low.
Yeah.
So,
that's one thing. That's one thing around here is in July you could walk across the Grand Ronde River and not get wet. That's not a good thing. Yeah.
There's I hear people talking all around town about how low the reservoirs were this last at the end of last summer. Matt, what's new with you for the county? I know we have an election coming up for Paul's seat.
And me too.
Someone's running against you?
No, but you still got to vote for me. My name's still on the ballot. I just don't get it because no one ran against me.
Well, don't you? How many votes do you need? How's that work?
I'll take as many as I get.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but if you got one vote, you'd win, right? Because there's nobody running against you.
Well, still vote, okay? Don't just and speaking of that, I did go to this is perfect timing for today. I went to Robin Church. She's our Union County clerk, and got me some good dates. And this is serendipitous of today because today is the last day for new voters to register.
Oh, okay.
So by 5 o'clock today, if you have not registered to vote, go to the clerk's office, call the clerk, 541-963-1006. And it's also the last day to change your political party. So if you want to switch parties, today's the last day. I don't know how they do it because ballots go out tomorrow. So talk about the hustle and bustle. If all of a sudden they get 100 people going in, which would be great. I really hope everybody registers to vote if you're able to. But the hustle and bustle of getting voter pamphlets out by tomorrow, holy smokes! Especially if you're changing your affiliation and all that, that's quick.
Yeah.
But they do a great job over at our clerk's office.
So you have to be registered by today to vote in this particular.
Correct. Today is the last day by 5 p.m. So if you have not registered to vote, please do so. When I was running, was it 4 years ago? I actually got 12 people to register to vote.
Nice.
Wow.
Good work.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good accomplishment. And then throughout the years, I get people a lot of times, and they complain about this, they complain about that, and I always ask, "Are you registered to vote?" Right. And if they say no, I'm like, I shouldn't even be talking to you right now because my vote doesn't count. I'm like, well then, why are you talking about it?
Yeah. Right.
Don't talk politics if you're not voting.
So speaking of politics, has anyone ever lost running unopposed?
I couldn't tell you.
I would hope not.
You could, you could do a write-in.
Write-in.
Yeah.
Write-in, but I haven't heard anyone doing a write-in against me. But it's I don't know. It's a very weird. It's a weird year because what we just went through with COVID. Well, that was hell. I mean, our first term. You got to be joking. That's not a great first term. 2 years of it was just ruined, and we're still going through it. And I don't know. I think it's kind of like a little insulting that, okay, hey, you just went through hell. I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
No, I don't. We like to do our commissioner job again, getting back into the normalcy of it instead of worrying about masks and closures and businesses failing. And that was horrible.
It's hard to believe that we're still talking about it. So Matt, I was a nurse up at the hospital till just recently. Actually, I managed the ICU and the medical surgical floor. So I was checking out statistics on COVID consistently then. I've since moved on, and so I'm not paying attention. You were saying we still are going through, are we having some numbers in the county or what?
Oh, no. It's not over yet. There's still masks on planes. We're not back to normal.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I tell you the truth,
weird.
Yeah, I was talking to Carrie Brashadi, our public health director of the county, and I was calling her, it was dang near daily. And I called her last week just because I kind of missed her. I was like, hey, how are things? And, they're back. Oh, we're back to, STDs and, they're kind of getting back to the normalcy. So, I mean, knock on wood.
Right.
Oh, the day when STDs would be the normalcy.
Oh, geez, I know.
I got a massive uptick.
Before we switch topics, let me get back to the clerk gave me some more dates and information. So last day, okay, got that one. Ballots go out on the 27th. Drop boxes for the ballots. Cove City Hall, Elgin City Hall, Embler City Hall, Island City City Hall, Cook Memorial Library, North Powder City Hall, Union City Hall, and County Clerk's Office. Any questions on where those are at, please call once again, 963-1006 to the clerk's office. All ballots must be in the official drop box or postmarked by 8 p.m. on May 17th. So I usually just drop them off. It's just right next door here for me, but whatever you guys like to do.
BC just said you can fly now without a mask, and he's right. You can get on planes without a mask now.
So nice. A
federal judge overturned that in like Florida or something. Imagine that, Florida.
Wow.
Weird.
And I do have some stats from the last time we were in the midterms. You would like to hear those?
Yeah, let's go far away.
884,315 people did not vote. And 4 years ago in the midterms in Oregon.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 6,190 people didn't vote in Union County.
How many?
6,190.
That's 1/4 of our county.
Yeah, there's how many registered voters? 17,946 registered voters.
Oh,
and this is back in 2018, the general election.
So that's 1/3 of eligible voters, because we have like 25,000 in the county, but that's with kids.
Eligible, yeah. 18 and older.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of those are EOU students.
I don't know. I don't
Probably
have
a
it.
big handful.
It doesn't get that defined.
Right.
But it was just, the last governor's race, which I think is very important to go around. There's what 34, I think, running for governor right now. Hard to keep track. I've been reading up on it. If everybody gets their voters pamphlet out, read up, or you could even give me a call. I've been trying. I've gone to as many as the governor race candidates as possible, just trying to get as much research as I possibly can. It's very tough. There's too many of them.
It's about 90% Republican too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only a handful of Democrats running, and then there's just like a conglomeration of Republicans from all over the state.
Yeah, but
which is
the governor race is very important, as you can see from COVID. The governor has a lot of power, and to pick a governor, this is, I hope everyone votes.
Yeah,
and because this is the state of Oregon is going to change no matter who gets in there.
Yeah, wow. We were having a conversation downtown last night, I think, or the night before. And so I started Googling a little bit. And you know that in Oregon, we have more unaffiliated voters than either party. There's more but the unaffiliated voters vote about 68% Democrat on an average. So we have there's like 20,000 more unaffiliated than Republican, than Democrat. And then like 300,000 less Democrats than Republicans, which is crazy, man. Which puts, the chances of us seeing a Republican governor are slim to none. Like it really is. It's well, maybe after COVID, I don't know. I don't choose either way. I would pick the best person for the job. I don't care about party. I'm one of those kind of people where if I think you're going to do a great job, I'm going to vote for you. But it's crazy the discrepancies between East and West. Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I think that's why there's a lot of unaffiliated, just because of what you just said right there. Is I don't care about the right and left. I just want to pick the right person for the job.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Matt, have you heard about this town hall thing that's coming up on Thursday? Yeah.
Yes.
What's your takes on that?
No, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah, I plan on being there as well. I was kind of like confused. Like I'm a huge fan of it. I'm all for it. But the one thing that I was asking BC about, and like a couple of people involved, is like, why? Like we have these people, that are going to speak and do this presentation, but we're having somebody from Boise come in and talk about a drug problem in Union County. But then I kind of got it explained to me. He's more of a specialist in like online lingo and like how he's part of the Tall Cop organization. And I know that Mr. Galloway, and basically what they do is like help parents and community members identify when there's a possible drug problem, like where it might be coming from, or it should be interesting. I think it'll be cool.
No, I'll be there.
Because we definitely have an opiate problem in Union County. There's no doubt.
Yeah, there's a problem.
Yeah, big time.
Are we seeing a lot of that in the youth, in people under 18?
I heard the other day that somebody took cocaine to the middle school like last week or the week before. So, I would say so you know how it was when we were in school, like maybe a little bit of weed every once in a while, but now it's way different, man. These kids know way more than we knew because of the internet, which is like, it's kind of scary. Like, and then not having parents, parents have to work both jobs. Kids are being babysat by the Xbox and their computer, and it just makes everything, different.
So is there a way for parents that might want to view this thing online and get some of this information?
Us.
Is there a way for
yeah, right here. Yeah. We're streaming it. We'll be there. And then we'll also be there at EOU for I guess they're calling it a debate. I don't know, with Paul and the lady that he's running against. I don't know her name. That's bad on my part.
Lisa Hill, I believe.
Yeah, Lisa Hill. So they're doing a debate or a town forum, and we'll be there for that as well, streaming it.
Great.
Yeah. What else is new with the county, Matt?
The business, what are they called? To help out businesses during COVID relief.
Yeah,
The rep league, the $500,000, the checks went out on Thursday. So we had 73 people apply and 70 people qualified. So fantastic.
Oh, great.
That's awesome.
So that should give a pretty good boost to everybody that got hurt through the COVID, and special thanks to Representative Levy for bringing that money over. And to the other two commissioners, I had to recuse myself from those decisions since I do own two businesses that were affected during COVID.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
So you're still in the restaurant business?
Still, yeah, unless you want to buy them.
Let's talk. Let's talk after the show.
Hey, you know how many times he's probably heard that?
Yeah.
Those things have been for sale for like 30 years.
It's they were for sale the first day I bought them.
Yeah, right.
I always say everything's for sale except for my kid.
Well, I'll tell you, I've had some of the most like memorable moments in the Long Branch.
In the Long Branch,
for good reasons, not because I was like plastered, but my uncle would always take me there for breakfast, and I would get a half and half biscuits and gravy and half hash browns and gravy. Oh man, so good.
My memories of the Long Branch are more like the little bit, earlier in the morning breakfast.
Get up real early for work there, Kyle?
Yeah. I mean, that's a long time ago, man. Like I haven't drank in a long time, and I mean, I didn't live here for a long time, so it was like, but now, so one of the things that I do, I'll give your business a little props. I mean, one of the things that I love about Benchies is it doesn't matter, like, to me, like if it's busy or slow or whatever, it's always comfortable for me because it's like home. You know what I mean? Like I just go in there and I'm like, I don't even really give a crap. I get a diet soda when I go in there. I'll take like softball players' parents or athletes at EOU's parents down there, and I don't even care like about anything. I just go in there and it's just comfortable. You know what I mean? I know where I'm going to sit if it's open. So I can see two different TVs, and it's just a comfortableness. Like, and it makes it so there's no anxiety or worry about orders because I'm comfortable there, and that's the reality of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt, I'm
kind of biased. I kind of like it too, but
yeah.
What do you think are the biggest challenges facing us right now, Matt, in Union County?
Well, the drought right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't use challenges, but I'm still doing the back to normal, picking up, where we left off. It's still kind of, I brought this up at City Hall. It's like I have to learn how to public speak again. I've been sitting in this chair and this camera and looking in this, I still don't know where to look on these things. And I've been doing it for 2 years now. And maybe those are challenges for me, but, productivity levels, seeing where we're at, it's kind of like, okay, the dust is settling. Where are we at? Where are we going from here?
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been the same for us, Matt, like here at EOA Live, like we could be doing this show in person right now, like in the studio, but we're like kind of taking our time with it because we're like trying to figure out how to do, you know what I mean? Like we've been doing this like this for 2 years, so it's like we're used to it. And actually, this is a lot easier when it comes to the production end. You don't have to have somebody on the board. You don't have to have somebody on the camera. But we are eventually. This will be live in studio very soon. I mean, that's the plan. We're designing the set for the AM show as we speak. I mean, there's slats up there. We're gonna have an actual set in place for people to sit, and it's gonna be like real moving away from COVID.
Well, that's going to be tough. Before I'd have to, memorize or practice or, okay, what am I talking now? I'm cheating all over the place.
So am I.
I'm reading, and now you put me I don't have any paper in front of me. I actually got to do some prepping. I got to do some work, Kyle.
No, we'll have a table up there where you can put all your stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I need cue cards and stuff.
My whole thing is like I'm really good at going off the cuff, so I don't write anything down. Like when I interview a EOU student or a high school athlete, there's nothing written down. I'm just talking. Like I try to make it natural and make it just a conversation, and then I do the same thing here. It just because I want it to be 100% organic. I don't want you to know what questions I'm going to ask you, because then you'll overthink it, and so if it's organic, then I get an organic answer.
I try to do the same thing, but I'm pretty blunt.
Yeah.
BC's
in Vegas, and he says the Long Branch remodel looks great. New paint, but still has the character.
Yeah, thank you.
It does look good in there. I noticed it the last time I went in there. So for the county, what's up with Mira? I mean, Paul usually gives us the update on that, but you can just touch on it real fast.
Yeah, I haven't been up there. I haven't seen the finished work. I think they did 30 acres at don't quote me on the acres. Yeah, we got a little bit done up there of the thinning project and getting rid of some of the problem trees and mistletoe trees. I need to go up there. I was waiting to get the dirt bike out when it's kind of open and not so wet, and go take a look for myself. But I've been hearing good things. So and it'll resume again this winter, weather pending. Nice. It's better to do logging projects when there's a ton of snow, so you don't mess around with the earth and
yeah. So yeah,
but the thing is, you do get more mushrooms when that happens.
It's mushroom season right now, ain't it? They're about to pop.
Yeah, I think we need a little sunshine and 40 degrees at night for mushrooms start popping.
And here they come.
Well, Matt, I was up there on the trails yesterday or this weekend. I ran, not to brag, but I ran 25 miles on Saturday up there.
Holy
moly!
On your feet?
On my feet.
You ran?
I ran.
Yeah. Wait. Why? Why would someone do that?
I'm training for a 50-mile run on the coast. So
holy
wait. But I went up there just to talk about what we really want to talk about, which is the thinning, and it does look great. I mean, it looks really good. It's clear. There's some great views. It's a beautiful place. If people haven't had a chance to take advantage of what we have in our backyard here in La Grande, Oregon, I mean, it's like 10 minutes from my house, and I get up there, and there's some of those views you look out over the valley right now with everything so green. It's breathtaking.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it ain't really.
Wait, let's go back to this 50 miles. Do you have like a week to do that, or?
I haven't ran 50 miles in 20 years.
No, I got to get it done in less than 12 hours, which I should be able to do.
That's what, 12, 24, 36, 48?
Yeah, it should be doable.
50.
I ran 25 in, it was like it was under 5 hours. So I think I'll be able to do it.
Under 5 hours?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait a second. Is that a 4-minute mile?
No. That's 4 miles an hour. That's 4 miles every hour.
I averaged 11-minute miles on the trail. So
for 50 miles straight.
Well, I've not done it for 50 miles yet. I'll tell you what I do when I do that.
Man, I can't believe you just did 20 somewhat. You say 26?
25.
25?
Yeah.
26 is a marathon.
And you did it at Mira.
Yeah, actually, and I should say I was just a little shy, but my goal was 25. I ran Mira Loop 3 times, which got me at like 23 and some change, and then I just did a little extra around just to try to get closer to that 25 because I'm training, and that was my goal for the day. So,
you could just train by playing basketball. It's a lot funner.
Dude, when I played basketball, I had one job: get Doddsy the ball. Get Doddsy the ball on the block.
Yeah, he knows.
And watch him go to work.
Yeah.
I didn't have to work. You did the work.
I hated running out without a purpose. Like I always looked at it like I need something like a ball or a reason, like running poles after pitching. It was brutal, man. I mean, I did it, but it was just like, gosh, man, there's so many other things I'd rather be doing right now.
Yeah, I did a half a marathon way back, and that's the last one I'll do. That was the same thing, Kyle, is you got to think about something else, because otherwise you're thinking about running.
Yeah.
And running sucks.
Yeah.
It's so like I would literally do math problems in my head, books on tape. I mean, you have to do an out of body experience while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's painful.
Speaking of really good memes, I heard one that's like what I'd rather do. I'd rather put out a campfire with my face was my favorite meme I saw recently.
Then run.
Then run. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. So Matt, what's your biggest project that you're working on right now as a commissioner? Like what do you got going on?
I got a lot of probably the biggest one is the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sewer system. I have been just nonstop fairgrounds trying to get this sewer project up there. The fairgrounds, as we all know, very, very useful for the county, for the city, for emergency situations. We used it quite a bit during COVID. When we get the forest fire, we'll probably be using those grounds again for stations. Not having water, sewer out there. I mean, there is some water, but it has no place to go. Very, very difficult. Not fully useful. So this last session we received $1 million. That's going to help. It's a $2.5 million project. The regular session 2 years ago, we received $270,000. It was that $10 million ask that went through. So we're about halfway there. The county's going to pony up, I believe, $250,000 to help that project as well and try to go forward. I'm still working on some ways to continue that funding and get it matched. We had a meeting with DEQ and the state here not a long time ago, and it's been going on for 20 years with the fairgrounds. Crazy. And 20 years ago, the project would have cost $300,000. And now it's 2.5. But 20 years ago, $300,000 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
If it's 2.5 now, 2 years ago, it probably would have cost 1.75.
Yeah. Oh boy. And it's going up.
Every day
with the inflation, and everything. It's probably 2.7 now, and now 2.8.
You just see the little number roller in your head, like.
Yeah. So if we keep kicking this can down the road, I hate that cliche, but if we keep kicking it down the road, next year it's 3. The year after that, 3.5. But that's the way our dollar's worth, and same project just needs to get done.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, CB's Porta Pot's not going to like it too much because they make every time we have a function out there. I think we have the County Music Fest, the Country Music Fest coming out there in August now. More and more events, and we just got to get potable water out there. We need hand sanitizing stations. We need porta pots. We got to bring it all out there. Which I get nothing against CBs. They do a fantastic job, but we need water and sewer out there.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt. There's too much goes on out there for there not to be.
Yeah, and everyone thinks it's just the fair. Like, the fair is just 1 week out of the 52 weeks out there. No, there's events happening all the time out there, constantly. Yeah, and we're looking at. The fair's looking at doing our RV spots for Mira, which I think would be a very fantastic going up and down. I keep calling it
Fox Hill.
Fox Hill. Thank you. Trailers going up and down Fox Hill, very, very difficult. I've taken a few trailers up and down that. That's very sketchy. So it'd be great if we did have a place where you could camp, RV, and then just take your ATVs, UTVs right up Fox Hill, then hauling trailers up and down. It seems like every year we get somebody jackknifed or a trailer can't make it up or the like. If we had a little spot down below, I think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and I think Mira's getting on the map a little bit. When I cruise around the parking lot now, I've seen South Dakota, Kansas license plates, like people from all over the place to mountain bike, up there. It's even on the IGO parking lot. I mean, it's packed a lot of times as the weather gets nicer in the summertime. Those parking lots are just full. So that would be killer to have a place to park an RV.
Yeah, Matt, you can call it Dump Hill Road and everybody will know what you're talking about.
Well, I know this new generation doesn't even know that there was a dump up there, I don't think.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about
You forgot about that?
Yeah, I forgot. I'm talking about like our age people know what it is. Yeah, for sure. Anything else going on at the county that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I have my cheat sheet right here. We
Cheat
actually, it's not every year, but once in a while we get a bunch of foreclosures. And so there will be an auction on 7 homes here in Union County. I'll just read this virtue court order. Okay. On June 1st, 2022, 10 a.m. in the Meisner Room Conference Room at the Daniel Chaplin Building, which is just the clerk's office over here. It's 1001 4th Street in LeGrand. The Union County Sheriff's Office, I love Lord, shall set a public auction to the highest and best bidder for cash or cashier's check in hand, the right title and interest in Union County and the real property listed below. So there are some foreclosures. We do have a list of contractors that are usually interested in these. They go in, buy them, flip them, resell them, make them livable, nice. And some of these, minimum bid on this first one here is, $1,300. I don't know what kind of shape it's in or whatever, but if you need more information on that, please get a hold of us here at the county or the clerk's office, 963-1001. And I believe it should be on our website as well. But if anyone's interested in looking at it, I may just go because I like auctions.
Yeah.
Auctions are kind of fun.
We have a housing crisis in Union County right now too. And there's like I think it's an all-time low of the amount of houses that are for sale. It's we have a partnership with Remax and we talk real estate every week, and there's just not a lot of houses. And when so if you're looking for something, go check it out. I mean, $1,300 for, even if you had to put money into it, $1,300 is a start.
Like I said, I don't know. I may go drive by some of these and just take a look, but
yeah.
I do know that a lot of the contractors do pick these up, and I'm sure they got to put some money into them.
Well, but at least it's creating places for people to live, because we are, try to find an apartment right now. And that's across the board. That's not just in Union County. That's everywhere. I was talking with Max McCullough, my boy from EOU, basketball player, and he just moved back home to Coeur d'Alene. And he's paying like $2,800 for a 2-bedroom apartment in Coeur d'Alene. So,
yeah.
What?
We lost out on a lot of, when I was working up at the hospital, we'd have nurses that wanted to come work at Grand Ronde Hospital and move here. And they decided not to because they just couldn't find any place to live.
Yeah.
Well, we just don't have a low income housing issue. We have a low, medium, and high issue. It's across the board.
Yeah.
And there have been a lot of low income facilities that have been built, but the mid and the higher stuff. Yeah, you're right, Wade. I've had people come in here and say, "Hey, I got $500,000. I can't find anything that I would like."
Right.
And so what happens is, if they're forced to buy something, then they buy something lower, and then it just keeps pushing it down.
Yeah.
But I wish I could solve that problem overnight. And there's the other thing too is the reason why our inventory is so low here, Kyle, is a lot of people from Seattle and Portland are buying sight unseen, asking over.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting out of the hustle and bustle over there.
Well, it's because everybody can work remotely now.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I can live in beautiful Eastern Oregon and still work in Portland. Who wouldn't want and make that Portland salary here? It's like, it's not brain surgery. Who wouldn't want to do that?
So and buying a house. Sorry, but buying a house right now, what you just said, Matt, is so true. I had friends who they asked above the ticket price, and somebody from out of town just came and they were asking for like $520,000 for this place. They offered $535,000. Somebody came $600,000 cash, just bought it. That's it. Sight unseen, no inspection, nothing. Want it. How do you compete with that?
You can't. That's a ton of money.
Yeah.
That's a ton of money. The thing is, I was looking, everyone's moving out of Portland, moving out of Seattle. So I said, well, there's got to be places for sale over there. It's like and I looked at some of those downtown high-rise apartments that used to be $500,000-$600,000. Yeah, there's a couple now for $130,000.
I wonder with this challenge that we have, and you're right, it's not just LeGrand, it's all, I mean, you go to Boise and it's nuts over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we'll start seeing the culture shift a little bit to more like communal living, like families starting to live together more, like parents and their kids and their grandkids just saying like, there's not enough houses and it's expensive, and so we're gonna do a family home or something,
Not me.
I was looking at Kyle shaking his head already. I think that's already happening, Wade. I think we've been seeing that for a while now. We've, the kids sitting, sleeping. You hear it all the time. 35 years old, still at home.
Yeah.
Well, other cultures, it's pretty normal. We went over to Greece and spent some time over there, and there's a lot of those families. That second story is grandma and grandpa. Next story is mom and dad. And they have this family. That's normal for them. That's the expectation. We'll continue to live together.
Well, you bring a good point, because it's usually, hey, when you're 18, you're out of this house. Mm-hmm. That used to be our culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm not living with my parents. No way. I love you, Mom, but man, no way.
Yeah, I could visit.
I'll come visit.
Yeah, I could visit. When I go visit my folks down in Arizona, and I kind of want to relax, and I don't have. And when my mom says lunchtime, like, what do you mean lunchtime? I eat when I'm hungry. That's
right. She's got peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off.
Yeah, there is no. But there's lunchtime.
Does she still cut your waffles for you, Matt?
I haven't been late for lunch since I moved out of your house, Mom.
You go on an outing and she has a bagged lunch for you.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, they're fantastic cooks and all that, but yeah.
Yeah, there's funny. Just a different anxiety level when you're at mom and dad's. Like I know.
Yeah. No.
All right. Anything else?
I'll just go back into lunch. Like working in this job, sometimes I eat lunch at 4:00, and sometimes I don't. I'll be just the meetings and the schedules, and it is. I can show you guys this. See that?
That's nasty.
Each one of these, I take notes on the agendas for meetings. Each one of these is an agenda. Where are we at here? Each one of these is just one agenda. Like each sheet of paper is a meeting.
A meeting?
A meeting.
And you have to go through all of them?
No, I've been to all these.
You've been to all? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is how many
Those are your notes.
This is, yeah. So when I started running for this job, I kept them because I'd go back and be like, okay, what happened in that last meeting? And I'd write in the agenda and I'd take notes on it. So I just started keeping them. And this is not even all the agendas because of COVID. Sometimes we wouldn't get agendas. So when people say, what do you do for the county? And I'm just like, there you go.
Scarfo, let me give you a recommendation. It's 2022. They have these little devices that you can record meetings with, and then you can listen to them back. You don't have to write.
I don't like recording devices.
No?
No.
Well, I'm glad you showed us what was on those papers. There was agendas, because I was looking at that stack for a minute, and I thought, I'm really hopeful that doesn't say all work and no play makes Matt a very dull boy over and over again.
I haven't watched that movie forever.
Those that job also entails a lot of reading, huh? You got to write a lot of bills and just
and I don't like lawyer jargon.
No,
can't stand reading lawyer jargon.
Brutal.
And so when I during sessions and stuff, and the whereas and I just like, just get to the point. What do you want?
So, Matt, is the job everything you thought it was going to be when you got into this position?
Well, of course not. COVID was number one. Yeah. Like there's, tell you the truth, there's only three people that kind of have been through a pandemic as a county commissioner, and that's me and the other two commissioners. We're the only people that could have that on their resume.
So when you started, was the pandemic already in motion or no? Okay.
No,
How long
I
had
started-
you been in office?
I'm in my 4th year right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first 2 years, yeah. Then I mean, if you remember, like when the senators walked out, and that session was the big thing in 2019, and oh my gosh, this was going on, never happened before, and then everyone even forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, it's been to tell you the truth, when I got in here, I had to go back through and I learned how a bill was passed in 5th grade. The federal, the state, the city, it was very difficult to understand it, but now I got it. And my biggest job is kind of explaining it to other people. A lot of people come to me with issues on the street, and usually they're city issues, which is fine. I'll point them in the right direction, help them out wherever they need help or stuff. But to understand what's city, what's county, what's state, and what's federal, there's a big difference in all that.
Right.
Yeah, I bet.
Which is,
Cool.
yeah, it's interesting. I've learned a lot when I got into this. I didn't really know how much federally I'd have to get involved. In the state, you got to get involved a lot. I really thought I was going to be more like helping Union County here, and it's a lot of, hey, let's get our tax dollars back here to help out Union County, and instead of not getting our tax dollars back, helping some other county.
Right. Cool. Well, Matt, thanks for joining us. Every 3 months we get Matt as the county commissioner because we rotate between him and Paul and the other commissioner, and Donna.
Yeah, that was a quick 3 months. It seemed like I was just on like last month.
Were you? I don't think so.
I wasn't. It was just a quick.
No, it just
months.
flies. Yeah, time flies, dude. Like especially since COVID, it feels like it's been like everything just runs together. Yeah. Maybe it's just because we're old now, dude.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I'm not gonna date you, but I'm not. I'm younger.
I'm older than you. I'm older than you.
I'm glad you're not going to date him, Kyle, because he's not available. He's not available.
Hey, remember to get out and vote. Get registered. Ballots will be coming out tomorrow.
Yep.
Don't let it sit there. 6,000 people did not vote for the governor's race 4 years ago. So please vote. If you have any questions, please give me a call. 963-1001. You can email me. Not a big emailer. I'd rather call or talk face-to-face, but mscarfo@union-county.org. Any other questions that I brought up, please call us here at the office.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Vote.
Yeah, thanks for serving
vote.
our community, Matt. Thanks for serving Union
absolutely.
County.
You bet. Thanks, Wade. Thanks,
yeah,
Kyle.
Laura. Yep. Today's the last. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. Later. All right. Scarfo's done. We got a little check-in from BC that we're going to get to right now. Here it goes.
Hey guys, I'm here in Las Vegas at the National Association of Broadcasters Conference. And I'm in one of 3 exhibit halls, and you can see every equipment known to mankind in the background. Very cool place to be. And we're just here looking for trends and equipment and the types of things that may help us to serve you in the future. And it's exciting. It's fun. Most of the stuff here we can't possibly afford, but kind of a trend that has been happening the last several years is manufacturers are looking for ways to serve a little more selective or price conscious customer like what we are. And so we always find trends and information that kind of help us to serve you down the road. So appreciate Wade and Doddsy holding down the fort this morning on the show, and miss you guys and can't wait to be back soon. Thanks a bunch.
There we go. Little check-in, and then now I guess we're gonna get out of here. I got my normal stuff. I mean, unless you got something else.
Nope.
I'm ready to do my on this day.
All right, let's do it.
On this day in 1941, a tradition begins. The first organ is played at a baseball game, the Chicago Cubs. And now every stadium has an organ.
Yep.
1986 on this day. What do you think happened in 1986 on this day, Wood? Something major, something catastrophic.
The Chicago Bears had
No, it's
they
not
won the
sports.
Super Bowl in 85, 86. So there was a big parade in Chicago for the Bears.
How about Chernobyl?
Chernobyl.
Yeah, it exploded on this day.
Wow.
1993, Conan O'Brien on this day replaced David Letterman on the Late Night Show.
I remember that.
And then 2021 on this day, the population growth, according to the U.S. Census, was the second slowest in recorded history. Only a 7.4% population increase from 2010 to 2020. Isn't that crazy? That's not very much.
Yeah.
The number one song, you're gonna like this one, Wade. On this day in 1992, "Jump" by Criss Cross.
What? Yes. Criss Cross will make you jump.
Jump.
The Mac Dad will make you. Yep, I remember that. That was middle school.
Yep. And then the quote for the day, right there, bam. Don't give others the power to control your emotion. Those are only yours, and it's only for you to manipulate. Don't give others the power to control your emotion. Those are only yours, and it's only for you to manipulate. For EOA Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, thank you, Wade, for joining us today, and I appreciate everybody that watches and supports the show. I guess we're going to get out of here.
Thanks, Kyle.